Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Yahweh coming in. Behind the camera real quick, give me a second. It don't take long. Yahweh coming in. Let's give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Bakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, citation on the Akim, the Ark pushing the truth. I'm on 6 and Taylor in between. As you can see, the Seattle Needle. It's right there. So, as you can see, it's going down. We got Russia, the Big Bear, and America, the woman that ride the beast. We got Daniel 7, Daniel the second chapter, Daniel the 7th chapter is popping off. Joel the 2nd chapter, Second Ezra the 15th chapter. All of those events are happening right now. This is the end of mankind, and which is going to be the beginning of the 12 tribes of Israel. So we're going to get right into what me and the Akims left off from our sit-down lesson we did, and how the state and the mind of these people, they not to Yahweh Shah. They into their own folly and what they doing. Like you see, Issachar just roll past. They don't know that they supposed to be getting themselves ready for the coming of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. But that's what I'm out here for, to give them the forewarning. It's their salvation according to Acts 5 and 29, and the damnation to all other nations. So let's get Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it's in the power of their hand. And that's the whole conception of George Washington, who laid the cornerstone, which was a high mason. And your other forefathers, which have raped, robbed, and murdered the whole land, the whole universe. And now the kids, the Edomite kids, gonna have to pay for what has happened. Which two of them just walked past, and living their best life, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But they are the children of the murder. And like I said, Abraham Lincoln laid the cornerstone, which was a high mason warlock, which Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah is coming to recalibrate that and set his order. It said, and they covet field and take them by violence. See that? That's how Esau, the Edomites, got the whole world. And that's why you see them today under the EU and NATO packing together to go against Russia the Bear. The same ones in World War I, World War II that took over the whole world. Because if you paying attention, like me and the Akims spoke about in the lesson, that if you pay attention to the members of the EU, NATO, and those that are joining, notice they're all European whites. That's racism. But that's because that's that beast that Daniel the 7th chapter was talking about. That's playing out. It say, and houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's why we back out here with the 12 tribe sign, to redeem our people back to who they really is. Because all of these bywords and by names that they gave us, like Negro, what the fuck is that? I mean, it's that's the English way of saying, but we know English came from Latin, right? So how do you say it in Latin? Niger. English, nigger. But them the bywords, like for instance, they got North American Indian, right? What does that mean? Backward savage. That's it. So Esau wasn't, the Edomites, the Europeans, they wasn't too smart at what they was doing, and they definitely weren't able to hide themselves. Because we already know Yahweh Shah made them big. Let's get that Proverbs 25 and 17. It's Proverbs 25 and 17. Withdraw thou foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary with thee, and so hate thee. And Esau is not drawing his way from nowhere. If anything, he reimposing himself again to reestablish. And the whole world see it. So, what do you see happening? Yahushua allowed the heathens to set up another new world order that Russia will be a part of. And let me show you that it's our Heavenly Father that's doing it. See that? Because these kings in the world, they're not doing anything. They're only playing out what the book say. And that's why another thing I said, that because I see man playing out the book, I'm going to have to believe the book. It's Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As a river of water, he turneth it wheresoever he will. And that's why you see Russia, China, Iran, and the rest of them arming themselves and playing out the playbook. Because it's a circle inside of a circle. Due to the witchcraft, like how America was set up. Which you had the inner circle helping out. That's why you had the pig war, and you had, what's his name? Kaiser Wilhelm, which is in the scriptures too. See, all this is we shining a light on these devils. But let's keep going. So men only doing what Yahushua told them to do. And that's all they gonna do. And because they doing that, and they mind, lob in the Hebrew, heart, meaning they mind is in the hand of the Lord, you people are too. And y'all playing out y'all part because y'all reincarnated. See that? So let me get that real quick. And the occupants, I noticed this coming up a lot too. This Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. One generation pass away and another generation come, but the earth abide forever. I'm going to jump down to 9. The thing that has been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything where is it to be said, see, this is new, would have already been of old time, which have been before us.
And I like was having
so
such a
bad. So if there's such thing as reincarnation, right? And we know that the reincarnation go back to what? Because see, this the knowledge that the elites have. The elites of the world, 1% or whatever. You ever ask yourself, why do they hoard so much money? The elites of the world, if you got $100 billion, why would you just keep it? Because they know that they come back reincarnated 3 to 4 generations later. So why wouldn't you leave yourself your money again? So that answered one of y'all questions. If you always wanted to know why the elites hoard so much money, it's because they know reincarnation really exists. And they gonna come back. That's why you have deja vu. Deja vu proved that your spirit been here before. Period. Them facts. Straight out the Holy Bible. See that? But Christianity made sure that, and Catholicism made sure that they didn't teach that. Why? Because of this. This why. Let me show you why. This it's Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. See that? So that means those of y'all who was a part of, like, George Washington, Andrew Jackson, the Indian killer. See that? Because we know that the Native American Indians, which is gas in the Bible. So Andrew Jackson gonna have to pay for what he did by being coined the Trelatives, which gave him the name the Indian Killer in all the wars that he commenced of overseeing. Just like fast forward up to date, you had Bush, Daddy Bush, under Colin Powell, working under, which was an Israelite, which could have been reincarnated Alexandria Septarius, which was a part of the persecution of the Jewish temple, which is our temple, which he was an Israelite. Because see, y'all, it's the onslaught and killing of our own people. And see, these prophecies and these scriptures has gave us the identification and the judgment on how to measure out. That's it. That's what's happening out here. And that's why y'all coming right back in y'all lot at the right time, born at the right time. See that? Because Yahweh Shah is on for to make his second coming. And he got to pay y'all a visit. See that? This Revelation 1. It's Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him, and all kindred of the earth shall wail because of him. So, amen. See that? Every eye gonna see him, and they gonna be wail. Why? Because they gonna know that masculine power is for who? The elect of Israel. That's who he coming for. He coming for those who stood so stiffly for his name, that uphold his laws, statutes, and commandments, that refreshed his name upon this earth. Do you know Yahweh Shah, let alone what have you done for him? And what do he want you to do? See that? Let's get it. This Hebrews 10:7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O God. See that? So that's what you got to do. So have you been in the book under the power of Yahweh Shah? And if you have you been doing his will? And what is his will? See that? Let's get some of it. I'm gonna do it in order. No, I'm yeah. I'm gonna get it out the I'm gonna do it in order. Slow down, John. Do it in order. That's how we gonna do it. We gonna see. I know exactly which one I'm looking for here. But this Matthew 22 and 2. The kingdom of heaven is like to a certain king which made a marriage for his son, right? What you gonna find out is this world. It say, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Again, he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen, and my fattening, and killeth, and all things are ready, come unto the marriage. Because that's what we at right now. This world is at its ripe to be taken over. Why do you think everybody just bugged out of their mind about everything? Why do you think everything is just turned upside down? This isn't no Christian country anymore. Off y'all forefathers. This is a witchcraft do what thou will now. It said, but they made light of it and went their way. One to his farm, another to his merchandise, and the raiment took his servants, and it treated them spitefully and slew them. See that? So everybody just doing what they want to do. That's why you had guys like what? Comfy. Before guys like Comfy, you had the Roman Catholic Church and all them pedophile priests. You got all these Christian deacons and churches feeding us pork and just giving us the same propaganda Hollywood story that Moses put his hand in the bosom, some white dude on the mountain with only 10 commandments. The same old tired ass old, matter of fact, that witchcraft been cut off. Because now you can't even say those phrases anymore. Why? Because common sense tell you things like this. When the Lord told Moses to put his hand into his bosom and it turned white, if he was already white, how the fuck would that be a miracle unless he was black? Dummies. But that's white man Hollywood for you. But them days is over with. See that? He can't defend, can't none of that help, nothing. All of it's over with. See that? Good try, you had a good run with us, but hey, enough is enough. See that? But everybody went their own way to do their own thing. Geo Jennings. Looks like my sister, she gonna send me something about Geo Jennings, talking about the Israelites. And I ain't even watch it yet. And I'm gonna watch it because I want to see what the fuck he said. And I want to see what kind of regurgitation bullshit that she gonna have to justify any of that witchcraft, weak ass, Edomite bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't defend. But then I saw her, what's happening with the EU and NATO. She don't know nothing about none of that. Of course you don't. But oh well. But they made light of it and went their way, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. And the Raman took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers and burned up their cities. Then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as you shall find, be it to the marriage. That's where we at. We on the highways and byways. People see this 12 tribe sign, they walking past. They know what I'm out here for. A lot of y'all know the Hebrew Israelite. See? She ain't look back for nothing. She is Israelite. See, that he got a woman. But then he don't. It said, so those servants went into the highways and gathered together as many as they can find, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And that's what the apostles of Great Millstone understand. That they can see you niggas a mile away, plus Yahweh gonna sift you out. If you ain't right, if you lukewarm, you know what I'm saying? He gonna bug you out something. You ain't gonna be doing this. Better find you something else. See that? That's what's going on around here. It said, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together as many as they could find, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came to see the guests, he saw a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, friend, how comest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. And your wedding garment is what? The truth. See that? You coming in the name of Ahaya Ashaya. You tell the motherfuckers it's mermaid. You doing like Sakari and I'm talking about you can defile yourself on the Sabbath day. Niggas, you crazy. Y'all crazy. And he said, but they got all these marathon classes though. See that? Every time I look at my computer, they got some class. They got all these damn classes. Making 100 proselytes, but doing nothing but making them more worse than the fuck they is. Soon Sakari, y'all allowed him to slide that them strippers in. I mean that little stripper club thing after the Passover. Y'all was done. And them other niggas with that too. His little two little sidekicks that try to, you know what I'm saying, the little rap bald head nigga and but you can buy a nigga cheap. Nigga ain't do nothing but get a little BMW, a couple little bitches and a little freedom to move around like the little rappers but on a lower level. Like that's what y'all wanted? Shit. Y'all keep that shit. It said, so those servants went out to the highways and gathered together as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came to see that he saw a man which had not a wedding garment on, which had not on a wedding garment, he said to him, friend, comest thou hither, having not a wedding garment? He was speechless. Then said the king to his servant, bind him hand and foot, and take him and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gathering of teeth, for many are called, but few are chosen. So yeah, there's a lot of people coming into this, hearing about this. A lot of y'all know that y'all Israelites, but y'all not doing anything. See that? You just know, okay, I'm an Israelite. You ain't on the highways and byways and nothing. You can't make yourself be a part of this. But many are called, but few are chosen. And that's what we are witnessing too. And the story continues. This to say something. He just wait to say something. Damn, we ain't got a straight demon on him. Like, I don't see this shit. All right, let's keep going. We're going to switch modes a little bit. We're going to go back to that New World Order because the prophets are on the highways and byways. Isaiah 58. Let me try that one first. Let me do that one first. Gotta get that one out. I'm gonna do this one first. This Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth from it. All right. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. And where is the slaughter? The Middle East. That's why everybody gathered up over there, according to Joel the 2nd chapter. Because that Joel the 3rd chapter gonna be Yahweh Shaphat judgment. See, he gathering there, he getting all the men over there for their earthly reason why they supposed to be there. That was a minute. Good. Across the street. This I'm trying to get that. 30s. This Isaiah 40:1. Comfort ye, my people, said your God. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned. For she has received of the Lord and double for all her sins.
Yeah.
All right, so we good. And I could have backed that up and finished that with Lamentation 4:21. That our warfare is accomplished. Our punishment is done. So salvation is opened up once again to these people, but only to the elect though. Of these people gonna hear the word, the message for salvation. For salvation, and get up out of here. The rest of y'all gonna act like this a plague, and I'm bugged out and something wrong, like the nigga that was coming. As you can see him, the spirit pushed his ass in the street, and now in the middle of the street, walking up the street, looking bugged out with them retarded ass glasses on. But he keep looking back for some reason. Could have been a fellow Akim here in Seattle that used to be in the troop. See me and say, oh shit. But he looking weird. He got the weird ass pants on. But we ain't worried about him though. Because our salvation is here. It's time for us to go and get ourselves right and separate from these people. This world. Because see, this world is foundation. Because the elites. Yahweh has allowed the elites to set up their order. Which what order is you in? You under Russia new totalitarian society order. Why didn't Russia call in the shots?
12 tribes of Israel.
Right. See, Russia calling the shots. Why? Because Russia is the big bear in the Bible and Revelation. The end defeat of the Edomite establishments.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And say that's Leo the Lion.
Yeah. Yeah.
As August. That's where I am. Leo the Lion.
Okay. And it's also called.
For real?
I know. And it's also called the Lion on the tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. See that?
Yeah.
So that's what we have, and that's just
Keep working on it.
all right. And see, that's
Keep
what we're
working
doing.
on it.
See, that's the message.
Yeah.
We got to keep going no matter what's happening, because the end is upon us, and we see it clear by day. See? And these Europeans, they got an answer for all the bloodshed that they've been doing all over the world. Can't nobody hide their history. Their economics look good, but it's not good. It's not good at all. Because it's failing. That's why the prices are up. Because they military. Their prices was down because their military was up. Now Russia and China military up. Now y'all prices are up. Because y'all military is down. What pushed Russia and China military over America? Do Americans know that? These are like some patriotic, young, brave man coming up the street. We'll see if they know. Just real quick. We'll see if they know. Real quick question. Do y'all know what pushed Russia military over American military? What about the hyper-supersonic missile? I ain't never heard of that, huh? Okay, he look like he's patriotic. What pushed Russia military over America military? It's called the hyper-supersonic missile. See, she ain't gonna be able to tell you this. Nah, he did, right? Right, shit.
I know.
See that? This gentleman might know. We'll go three times the charm. What put Russia military over American military? Do anybody know? No? One more time. So I'm about to say it one more time. It's called the hyper-supersonic missile. See that? That's what did it. That's that equalizer. But see, where did that come from, though? Where did that come from? Did that just come from, what's our story we normally give? Well, you know, it goes something like this. The Germans in 1940, developed Hydra and so forth, and this and that, and Captain America, then they had Operation Paperclip, and no. Let me show you where it came from. See that? No, it came right out the Bible. Let me show you what put Russia over America right now. There's only one thing. Right here. See, you only gonna get this out the Bible. You ain't gonna get this out the Quran. You ain't gonna get this from your politicians. You ain't gonna get this from nobody. See that? You got to get this right here. Let's get that. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me get the one in Isaiah. That's how I lined up on y'all ass. Ezekiel 21 and 9. Let's go into that missile a little bit. Because y'all seem to like not know about currently what's going on in international politics. The reason why Russia is puffing at America now is because the intercontinental ballistic hyper-supersonic missile. That's why. That's the only reason. Ain't no other reason. You ain't talking tough. There's only one reason. This is Ezekiel 21 and 9. It's a son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contendeth the rod of my son as every tree. See that? Because y'all around here making mirth. Y'all like la la la. Which let me start with this one first. This Isaiah 54 and 15. Behold, they shall gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thou sake. See that? So anybody coming against this truth, you out of there. So it don't matter what the United States government talking about, what you false prophets and teachers talking about, and how y'all trying to deceive the congregation. You know, Sakari and them trying to get them some little bitches. Don't none of that mean nothing. It said, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal and the fire, and that bring forth an instrument for his works. I have created the waster to destroy. So when the gentleman made, what's his name? Gotta get his name. Hold on. The guy who invented the nuclear missiles.
According to biography.com, Robert Oppenheimer is often called the father of the atomic bomb for leading the Manhattan Project, the program that developed the first nuclear weapon during World War II.
Bam, so there you go. Robert Oppenheimer. See that? And how did he get that technology, that information? Yahweh downloaded into his brain. See that? To do what? To create the waster to destroy. And that's what's finna waste and burn this place with nuclear fire. See that? That's that sword that's being sharpened. See that? That sword that's being sharpened is that ballistic supersonic missile that China and Russia possess. That's the equalizer. So your World War II has started all over again. That's why Europe right back on fire. That's when y'all thought that generation was gonna miss it. Y'all like, oh, here we go again. Yes, this is how World War II started. Just like what you see today. State by state, week by week, you see country by country arming themselves and gearing up. But this World War III, let's go. Let's go. Y'all should be excited about this. You Israelites out there, you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, you supposed to be super excited. Because this is, we out of here. This on them, they gotta deal with this. This they world, this the heathens world. That's why Yahweh allowing them to do their new world order. We up. We finna get up out of here. So let me go back to that Ezekiel 21 and 10. It is sharpened to make store slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? And that's what y'all do. Y'all around here partying and kicking it and shit. Like we gonna be here forever. It say, it contendeth the rod of my son as every tree, and he that giveth it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terror by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon the thigh, because it is a trial. And what if the sword contendeth even a rod? It shall be no more, said the Lord God. See that? So we finna get it too. You're gonna be right here when the missiles drop. You ain't going nowhere. You Israelites. That's why this is your way out right here. You know, let these little Edomites have their little fun, do their little thing, get their little Nimrod penis and all that shit. You see the other nations going along right with it. But Yahweh Shah is allowing that new order to take its place. Just like when America set up their new world order, because nothing else was set on the British Empire. Well, guess what? They said they want them Taiwan Islands back too. What y'all gonna do about that, America? I'm not going to fight for America. I wouldn't give a fuck what happened. Nigga, fuck America. Yeah, I said it right here, live and in the flesh. Remember, I came over here on the bottom of a cargo slave ship. I don't know what the hell made you think I was gonna join your ranks. I don't know what in your right mind when y'all just finished us off. See that? Y'all just finished us off economically. We talking about reparations, but then we supposed to go help y'all fight shit. And them white boys like to fight them Russians. Shit. Hope y'all like to fight too, America. But it's let's get that third one. Job 2024. See that? I'm the pain. Let's get that Job 2024. It's Job 20 and 24. No, I'm gonna go up to 22. It's a I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. This Job 20 and 4. Knowing thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the trumpeting of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but a moment. See that? It's over with already. See that? This is that hypocritical nation right here, America. They say they swearing on the Bible, but then break every law in the Bible. The Bible tell you don't even swear on it, first of all. Then they say they're about the Bible, but then they justify slavery for hundreds of years. And then not only did they justify slavery, but did you know that in the Smithsonian Museum, they got something called the Slave Bible that they gave to African Americans? Because they had to justify being Christians, but then enslaving us at the same time. By having things took out the Bible, like, well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. They had a whole bunch of books taken out. It's in the Smithsonian Library. That's all you gotta pull up. Smithsonian Library. It's gonna come right up. You're gonna be like, oh, damn. Yeah. That's how they went about doing it. But that movie, Birth of a Nation, showed that when we started reading on y'all ass was in trouble. See that? Because he said for every scripture they told us that it justified this shit is one that say this shit don't supposed to go like this. See that? That's why Revelation 13:9 I read earlier. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must. And this is the patient and the faith of the saints. And we motherfucker patiently wait, nigga, for Yahweh Shah to come back and stomp the shit out y'all ass. All you motherfuckers. Let's keep going. Job 20:6. Though his excellence mount up to heaven, and his hair reach unto the clouds, because you know they got the spy satellites up there, space satellites, all that shit up there. Matter of fact, they done been up in the atmosphere so long, you even got those who own businesses, they think they finna be up there. Man, you got guys like Richard Branson who own Virgin Islands, Virgin Mobile. You taking his ass up there like Michael ain't finna smack him in that little ship called the Falcon out the goddamn sky. You see the Chariots fly past and blow the motherfucker up 2 years ago. Oh, y'all ain't see that, huh? Yeah, y'all ain't see that. Motherfucker they already got direct contact from the Chariots, nigga. Go look that up. 2-3 years ago, Falcon had 2 Chariots come past and blow the motherfucker up. Literally zip by, then it blew up. Like, come on, bro. They already got direct contact. I know they got direct contact. I've been watching. Why you think I'm all amped up and shit? Now we got the EU and NATO on fire, and motherfuckers acting like, oh well, you supposed to be excited because they got to go fight the Russians. I ain't going. He got to go. See that? Pop's got to go. I ain't going. You going to fight the Russians and the Chinese? I ain't going. I can tell you straight out, I ain't going. I ain't going. They can give me my 10 years and put me right on in whatever. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all stuck on that situation. Like, no, you count me out. And that remind me of Egypt. That's the same vibration. Hold on. That's that same vibration. That's how you know we ain't finna get up out of here. Hold on, I got 2 on behind that shit. Watch this. I ain't the only one noticing this. I'm pretty sure on the left-hand side, they like, man, these motherfuckers ain't gonna help us. Hell no, we ain't helping y'all. That's why me and the Akins, when we did the lesson, we were saying Jake gonna be a terror to these cities, miserable are these cities that received it. This Exodus 2 and what is it? Trying to see where it said, because it said we got to deal. This Exodus 1 and 19. Now let me go up. Exodus 1 and 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shapar, and the name of the other one Putah. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew woman, and see them upon a stool, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then ye shall live. Now let me go up. This Exodus 1 and 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty. and the land was filled with them, like today. You see all the Mexicans and all the blacks/Native Americans. It said, now there arose up a new king over Egypt which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than us. And that's why they were saying that that new bill that they passed, that's a white killer, because it's going to kill the white folks, because they don't have babies. They say, come now, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply and they come to pass, that when there fall out a war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, so to get them up out the land. Therefore did they set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, put them, Pison and Ramses. You know, the treasure cities, the Ramses and all that shit. We built all that shit. The Sphinx and, right, that's all our mathematics, that's all our knowledge, because Joseph brung all that in. See that? So everybody been eating up off of us. And so forth. But that's why I said, that's that same vibration that's happening again. The blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, we having more kids and becoming more mightier, and we able to survive and thrive in this new economy that you see, which ain't worth shit. But you see it, all these little gig jobs and all that. Man, we out here making it happen. Our kids, everybody, all hands on fucking deck. Meanwhile, the other nations out here stuck on stupid. Their philosophy's being broken down. But that's what I'm pretty sure they seeing that like, man, they ain't gonna help us fight. No, hell no. For what? Shit. Hey, look. I tell you this. You know how they say, you know how they say you need to mind your business? Well, guess what? I'm out of my business on this one. I ain't fighting no Russians. I ain't fighting no Chinese. None of that. See that? Y'all got to deal with that hyper supersonic intercontinental ballistic missile. And I don't care if he got a mix whatever. That nigga racist as hell. Because we done got any closer, I was already sizing him up. Like, all right, if you try me, nigga, you get that one swing, and I'm rolling right with your ass, sidestepping, and we rolling around this bitch. We walk up with that old tough Edomite vibration if you want to. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You know I'm talking about you. You see you Edomite, demonic, just because your daughter want to get a little black little tail, get your ass out. I can't stand these Edomites, especially here in Washington. It oozes off of them when they don't like you. The ones that's conservative and shit, they try to stay cool. But the majority of them, fuck them. That's why I get ready for these motherfucking wars to break out I'm talking about. Because that's why, like I said, nigga, I ain't helping do shit. But let's keep going. Job 20 and 6, 7. Yea, he 6. Though his actually mount up to heaven and his head unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which shall see him shall say, where is he? And that's Obadiah. See, because when you read Obadiah, it tell you how they're gonna be out of here after 1,000 years. They say, he shall fly away as a dream, he shall not be found, yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of a night. The eyes also which see him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Because right now, you see they own all the money, right? Well, y'all gonna be shocked to find out that white folks ain't gonna be owning shit, let alone they own the money. When Yahweh shall come back, who y'all know as Jesus Christ, he a black dude. So what you think the Jesus Christ black dude gonna do to all these white boys that's been around here kicking black dudes' ass? You think he gonna say, oh, heavenly peace and love, and they worship idols and shit? There go an idol right there. The Seattle Needle is nothing but Nimrod penis. It's a phallic symbol. That's it. Just that simple. That's why motherfucker, you been up there, bro? Hell no, fuck going up there. Oh, they got a restaurant up there. They got a restaurant down here. Fuck up there. Yeah, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't like real shit, nigga. I don't care. Fuck this shit. This shit ain't entertainment. This ain't fun. Who having fun? Doing what? Being controlled by fucking queens. Crazy as hell. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their good. And you see that. You know what I'm saying? You see the $100 billion guys, you got a check this fucking big with $10,000 on it. That's hypocrisy right there. You got $100 billion with a big ass check with $10,000 on it. That's stupid. But that's how they do it. And guess what? Y'all roll right with that shit. Y'all sitting there looking at the Edomites like, oh, they such a good person. Well, guess what? If Europeans were such a good person, go ask your grandparents was they such a good person when they came over to all you. I'm talking about you. Because y'all the ones came over to Hawaii. Y'all the ones came over to Africa. Y'all the ones came over to Europe. See that? When he come to y'all, y'all came to us and did all that shit. But then y'all want us to teach our kids, y'all don't want us to teach our kids critical race theory. Meaning to explain why George Washington is called the Indian killer. The Trail of Tears, remember that? Oh, you can't tell your kids about that. How he displaced and had elderly, old women and children doing the Trail of Tears. Yeah. But when Trump was giving out the awards to the Native American guys who did the whistle, I forgot what they call them. They call them, they was the ones that broke the code for America, I think in World War II. Do you know he had what's his name? George Washington behind him on the picture? Andrew Jackson. How you giving the elderly Native Americans, GAD, an award of what they did for you, and then the hypocrisy, mockery is they got Andrew Jackson, the Indian killer picture, right behind them as he giving them an award for helping America break the code from the Japs. Come on, bro. Like that's what I'm talking about. See that? That's why people like, well, why you out here? Because I'm bringing up his wickedness that he has been perpetuating over the whole earth. Somebody got to say something to this motherfucker. Because you Christians, y'all quiet as a church mouse. Or you got to be politically correct. Shut the fuck up. Both of y'all. That weak ass shit. His children, Job 20 and 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their good. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Right. Generation after next generation after next generation, they pass the baton through their corporations and their business on how they gonna oppress us in our own lands. That's what the Europeans been doing. They've been passing on their businesses to their kids on how they gonna keep you oppressed in your own land, but then tell you freedom and justice for women and everybody. Well, why don't you give us our land back and stop oppressing us then? Before you get to talking about you policing the whole world and freedom and justice. That's called hypocrisy. But y'all think people still stuck on stupid. No, it's over with. We ain't stuck on stupid, bro. We watching y'all, bro. The whole world is watching you Europeans. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but I'm here to tell y'all. Shit. And your economics and your image, the image of the beast and the economics and capitalism and freedom, that shit's becoming, no, it ain't working. The family, the older gentlemen, we know that ain't working. We pulling our kids to the side like, we ain't doing that. Come over here, we ain't doing that. I'm pretty sure he telling a lot of his son, you ain't doing that. Period. Let them motherfuckers do that shit. But Job 20 and 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Right. See that? He act like he ain't got nothing to say, but then he be the first one to pop off. That's like even at my little gig that I'm at. They act like, I don't know, they be talking shit. Come on, man, y'all fucking eat them like that's all y'all do is talk shit. It say, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is a gall of ass within him. He has swallowed down riches and shall vomit them up again. God shall cast him out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of ass, the viper tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for he shall restore, and shall not swallow down. According to the substance shall be the restitution, and he shall not rejoice therein. See, so right when they go to establish the new order, you in it now. You don't know, you're already in the new world order. But as they go to implement it, matter of fact, what's the last implementation of the New World Order? Do you know, sir? You might know a little something. Skateboarders, y'all think outside the box. Do you know the last implementation of the New World Order? I know you're trying to put your license plates in, but you skateboarders, like I say, y'all think outside the box. You can multitask still. You still have that skill. But hold on, we're gonna see real quick. I'm gonna let you finish. We're gonna see if he know the last final step of the New World Order. You ain't gotta answer it though. Watch this, we're gonna see if he know. Is it socialism? Is it capitalism? Is it liberalism? Is it left wing? What about right? What about Green Party? Which one is it? What about don't tread on me? Which one is it? Which one is it? Do you know? No? You might? The final step? No idea. It's the RFID chip. Final step. See, I gave it to him. See that? Now he can't say he don't know. So when they was doing the vaccines was nothing but a scare tactic to re-educate you Americans from y'all freedom into a totalitarian society. See, that's the New World Order. So you just got re-educated. That's why you still believe in wearing a mask, staying 6 feet away. I mean, is it 12 feet? Is it 3 feet? Do it go on the skin? Is it airborne? What is it? Is it monkeypox? Is it H1N1? What the fuck is we doing around here? But see, that's the game though. It's called misinformation, disinformation. See that? Y'all don't know what's going on. But those of us of the light, we know what's up. See that? We walking around here just like y'all are. La, la, la. But guess what? We know what the fuck going on. See that? And that's why we're gonna keep doing what we doing. Job 20 and 17, he shall not see the rivers, the flood, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to the substance shall his restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor. And who is that talking about? The 12 tribes of Israel. Why you think we sitting here talking about restitution and all that shit? We done. Even Bootsy was snapping about that. And you know how animated Bootsy get. But shit, hey, some conversations need to get animated. Like we got that Dwayne Wade ass for that bullshit, pushing that weak ass agenda. And Gabriel, or whatever her fucking name is, fucking bitch. But anyways, Job 20, yeah, even though I might be rude in speech, but not in fucking knowledge, nigga. I don't give a fuck what y'all got to say. It's Job 20 and 19, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away a house which he buildeth not. He ain't built none of this shit. Ain't did shit. Still ain't doing shit, nigga. All that commerce and all that logistics moving around, the Israelites doing that shit. Every motherfucking body I know that's black, Latin, Native American trying to get a truck or drive something or something. Them gig jobs. Trying to pacify a motherfucker that ain't making shit. In the fullness of his sufficiency, Job 20 and 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desire. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his good. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So Yahweh Shah gonna let them establish they order all the way in. See that? The New World Order gonna get fully established. It say in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. See that? So he gonna get fully set. So we in for a rocky road. But what Revelation 12 and 12 say? Let me get it. That's why he's taking out large amounts of you people in these different situations. It's It's Revelation and 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. You know, yeah, by the way, the devil is you white folks. For those of y'all who don't know. Man, woman, and motherfuckers. All the way across the board. And I have the what's that? 2 Thessalonians, the son of perdition has been identified. Yeah. So now, since you've been identified, it's time for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah to come back and laser beam y'all. Y'all got to figure that out. Boy, you ever see the movie War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise? Well, a lot of y'all finna get starring you. You're gonna be getting turned to that powder dust too. I can't wait. I'm gonna be laughing. Just like y'all come out to and enjoy these festivals. That's what I'm gonna be enjoying when the laser beams strike me out. Well, let's keep going. This Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of the wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon. See that? That's why he got his bunkers. See that? That's why he got the underground water basin. And that's why he got the space station. He gonna flee from the iron weapon. And the bow of steel shall strike him through, so he ain't going nowhere. See that? You know how when you trying to bob that right, and you come under, motherfucker catch you with that hook, ooh, got him. That's how Esau finna get done. We know his fighting skills ain't that good. And Yahweh shall come with that strong right hand, so he in trouble. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and come off the gall. Yea, the glittering sword come off the gall. Tears are upon you. And see, that glittering sword, what is that talking about? That's talking about the, I'm gonna say it again, super hypersonic missile from Russia. See that? That's what that sword is in the Bible, coming in the theater near you. It say, all darkness shall be hid in the secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacles. Anybody of y'all left on the soils of North, Central, South America, Israel, ooh, your ass is in trouble. It say, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God. And with that, let's give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rikar Kadat. And that wicked was talking about you Edomites. See that? Caucasian whites. And that's y'all portion. See that? That's y'all heritage. That's what y'all got coming. Because when Isaac, that's a nice quote. When Isaac was given the blessing to Esau and Jacob, this is the last of that blessing. And we have lived a whole human race off of that blessing. We at the end of it now. See that? So now, the only thing we waiting on is the second coming of what y'all know as Jesus Christ. And with the second coming what? The intercontinental ballistic missile. That sword. And with that, shalom. Means peace.